Hey, it's the Bay Bros, or at least one of them, and today's discussion is about the B-171 Sparking Triple Booster Set. This should be an August 8 release, and it should retail for around 4,180 yen or $40 US. There are 3 bays in this set, those bays being Curse Satan, Aero Dash Hold Dash 1D, Naked Diabolus, 11 Wave Goku, and Tempest Dragon 1A Charged Metal. Honestly, this is a cool set. It comes with a lot of cool layers, a lot of cool parts, and the new dragon, which is really hype. The first bay we're going to be talking about is Curse Satan, Aero Dash Hold Dash 1D. I'll have to call this free color of Satan Pineapple Satan, because, it's yellow, it's green, it's funny looking, but this is an easy way to get the Curse Satan layer from Random Booster Volume 20. I see that bay on eBay floating around for around $40 or $50, and that's just kind of insane to me, because that's, how much this entire set is worth. So you can get the Curse Satan layer for a good deal, a good bargain in this set. Its disc is Aero Dash, which came on Shiny Ontario's. It's a pretty exclusive disc, unless you have the Hasbro version. I guess that's a bit less exclusive, but this disc is a Dash version of the Aero disc, which came on the single layer on Ontario's. So unfortunately, this Aero Dash disc, it won't be gold, won't have a frame, it'll just be silver, but I guess that's expected. However, for this bay, there's Hold Dash, and we've seen Hold Dash before, not on the Hold driver, but on the Grand Valkyrie WBBA exclusive. It was used to promote, I think, this baseball team called the Giants or something, and I'm kind of looking forward to seeing Hold Dash, a Hold Dash that isn't in this weird Cheetos orange color, more of a traditional attack type driver, hopefully in gray or green. I guess we'll see once we get more pictures of the bay, but this is all I know for now. Anyways, what do I think about Curse Satan? It's a good recolor, comes with some good parts, like Hold Dash, Arrow, we don't see those parts too often, and the Curse Satan layer, to get that's just amazing, since it's really hard to get the original Curse Satan. So the next bay in this set is Naked Diabolus 11 Wave with the Goku weight. I know this bay is supposed to be red and black, but to me it looks black and orange, so I like to call it Halloween Diabolus, just because, it's a silly little nickname for it. It's a left spin GT bay, and let's go through the part by part. So, the Diabolus 2 chip, it's a really good chip. I like it a lot anyways. It has this orangey red background with the Diabolus avatar on it in a jet black. I think that's really cool, but I guess the minor gripe I have with it is that on the original Diabolus chip, there were all these red and gold accents, while here it's just in a jet black. It looks kind of matte, like a matte black, but it's still really cool to me, and I think I might prefer it more over the original Diabolus chip. I don't know. They're both really cool though. So the next part is the Naked base. Now, this base was exclusive to Random Booster Volume 18, it came on Naked Spriggan and Naked Longinus, and Volume 20, it came on Naked Bahamut. So it's only exclusive to Random Boosters, so it's a nice layer base to get. It's really good at defense. It's only for left spin base though. Yeah, it's a really good layer base, and it's really nice that we have it in this set, especially in that black color. The next part is the Goku weight, and the Goku weight is really, really rare. Basically, in GT, weights don't really matter unless you're using Gen or Goku. Gen because, it's rubber and it has the burst stopper, or Goku just because it's the heaviest layer weight out there. So Goku was exclusive in things such as lotteries, in rear bay get battles, and even that Golden / Valkyrie. So it's really nice that we're getting it in this set. It's being released to the public, and that's just really cool. So the next disc is the 11 disc, and this disc sucks. It came on Z Achilles back in the good old days of Show Z, but it's really, really light, almost as light as 12, and we could have gotten any other disc than this. It doesn't come with a frame though, and I think TT has done frames dirty in the recent years. We've rarely gotten any new ones. Back in GT we got 0 new ones, and here they're just throwing them out. I mean, they kind of suck anyways though, so I'm not really complaining. And the driver, here we have the new Wave driver, and to me it's kind of funny because it looks like a combination of defense, and needle. It's a balance Tripe driver though, so it's not like any of those. Maybe it has this big ring around it, so maybe it's going to use the ring to like move faster or something. I don't know. It looks cool. It's new. It's brand new, exclusive to the set. But yeah, those are my thoughts on this bay, and we're gonna move on to Tempest Dragon pretty soon. So the last bay in this set is Tempest Dragon 1A Charge Metal. This bay is owned by Koryu. He's going to be appearing in Sparking soon, I think next week in next week's episode. Anyways, this bay is the main reason to get the set. Honestly, I think it's one of the coolest Sparking bays so far. Like, it has all these colors, and I'm digging the rainbow flare effects on the layer. And also, I like dragons. Like, I remember when Ace Dragon was first announced, I was super hyped for it. Yeah, so let's see. So something that caught my eye, a thing that caught my eye was the Tempest layer base. As you can see from this picture, it's multi-layered. So it has gold in the middle, and it's sandwiched. So the gold in the middle is sandwiched between these two white parts of the layer, and I guess that's to accommodate for its gimmick. Now, Tempest Dragon's gimmick is that, as you can see right now, the bay is very round. It doesn't have that many contact points, but then it goes into this awakened state where it has more contact points. So as you can see, here's the bay where it's round, here's the bay with the contact points. It's a pretty big difference. And it really affects the bay's performance. Now, I'm not sure how this is going to work, because I've seen pictures and videos and stuff, and I don't know if it's going to be like Imperial Dragon, where it's like over time these become a permanent change to the bay, or if it's going to be like Chose the Achilles, not with the burst stoppers, but like where if you launch really hard, these contact points will come out. Personally, I think that it'll be more like Imperial Dragon, because I kind of want it to be that way, but I wouldn't really mind if it was like a system where if you launch really hard, the points come out. Now, another thing I noticed is that these red parts that protrude out, as you can see, they might be rubber. Like, I'm fine if they're just plastic paint, but if they're rubber, that'd be really good, and it would help the bay with attacking and stuff. So, this bay is kind of a mesh between Ace Dragon and Imperial Dragon. Ace Dragon, it's obviously, by the design, obviously you have the flares, they've changed from red to rainbow. You have those little daggers, those golden daggers, and that's still pretty cool. And it's like Imperial because of the Awakening gimmick, and it's like Imperial for another reason, and I'll get into that reason. It's like Imperial because the design is very, I don't want to say messy, but it's a little cluttered. Like, I remember back when Imperial was first teased, like the first images were released of Imperial, I was like, wait, what am I looking at here? Like, the design is so busy, there's so much going on, and the same can be said with this dragon. I think they've kind of embraced that, and that went into the design process of making this Sparking Dragon. Also, another thing I'd like to mention, and other people have said, if you look at the Sparking Dragon's chip, it looks like it's shushing you, and that's something I found kind of funny. So let's move on to the 1A chassis. Now, I know that people were disappointed that we didn't get a new chassis with Dragon. The 1A chassis originally appeared on Super Hyperion, but I think that 1A is basically perfect for this bay because Dragon has, 4 main contact points, and so does the 1A chassis. They kind of fit really well together. And plus, 1A is a good chassis. It has good teeth, and we're getting it in this dark blue apparently, and that's really cool. So the driver for this bay is Charge Metal, not to be confused with Charge Dash, which came in Random Booster Volume 21 with the Diabolus prize bays. So Charge Metal, it's kind of a funny driver. You see, Charge was already like extremely heavy, and this is going to be the heaviest driver out there probably once it gets released. So I remember, so my stadium, I use a BB-10 from the Metal Fight days. It's basically the same as a Burst stadium, but just without the giant dome on top. But basically, mine has a dent in it, and this Charge Metal driver, it's gonna dent the stadium so much, like just this huge thing of metal on the bottom of the driver, already with the existing metal on charge, it's going to wreck your stadium, and I'm kind of afraid that that's going to happen. But yeah, so it's in this dark blue color. It's a bit different from the original charge because, like, I'm digging the dark blue, honestly. I think it's cool. So here's a more detailed picture of charged metal. It shows the bottom of the driver. As you can see, there are a couple hollow spots, a couple hollow points, but that's fine since there's way more rubber, as you can see. It looks like we may have a whole flat, but that just might be the lighting of the picture. I'm not too sure. Anyways, it looks cool. It looks really heavy. I'm really excited to use that in combos and stuff. And it reminds me of, if you guys know MFB, you're going to know Screw Capricorn. In that, they had the metal flat performance tip, which the metal flat performance tip compared to a regular flat, it's also been seen with iron and burst. So metal tips tend to have more stamina because they're made out of metal, and metal has less friction than plastic. So therefore, it can spin for longer, and that'll be really nice. With this charge driver, it's going to be like the regular charge, but with more stamina, with more weight. It also might have stationary attack potential, so that's good, especially with these really heavy bays. So this is, I think, the third driver to get a metal upgrade. So in the past, we've seen Orbit Metal with Dread Bahamut, we've seen Yard Metal with Big Bang Genesis, and now we're seeing Charge Metal with the new Tempest Dragon. Honestly, I think this bay, of course it's the highlight of the set, but I'm loving the looks of this bay. It's really cool. It has a lot of cool parts, such as 1A and Charged Metal. The layer looks so amazing, all the colors, and it's just so vibrant. And it has really good contact points once the layer is awakened. I think it'll be a really good bay, probably one of the best sparking releases yet. It might be heavier than Rage Longness, because Rage Longness is pretty heavy. It has, a double chassis, it has the metal dragon heads. But dragons have already established this reputation of being super heavy, so really, who knows? Anyways, my thoughts on the set. Is it worth it? It's a really good set, so it comes with a bunch of rare parts, a bunch of parts that we don't see too often, and it comes with the new dragon. So I'd say that yes, this set is most definitely worth it. So here's the thing, it's around 4,000 yen, but on the secondary market, if you live in the US or if you live, anywhere that isn't Japan, people will probably try to sell it for around $50 to $60. So just, be smart, find good deals. If you want it upon release, you might want to go to Amazon JP or eBay. So, they'll usually have some pretty good deals. But anyways, yeah. You made it to the end. That's pretty cool. So anyways, we're the Bay Bros, or at least one of them. The other guy can't make it today. And we'll see you in the next video. Peace out.